A very good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us here on Channel 1 Lunchtime News on this 24th day of May. It is a day that we, the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, is celebrating the winning of several awards during the Kuza Awards that was held yesterday. We shall be telling you more about that. That is why you're seeing two trophies over here. So we shall be telling you more about that. Of course, you, our viewers, made us proud by voting for us and to sharing that we grab several trophies. And let's begin our lunch. My name is Brenda Zedaradido, and let's begin our lunchtime bulletin on that note. And the sign language interpreter on the bottom right of your screen is Steve Ndunde. And we head straight to Kajiado County, where police in Kajiado are holding 5 people, among them 2 assistant chiefs, for allegedly abetting female genital mutilation. The 2 assistant chiefs, who have been subsequently sacked from their post, were arrested alongside a traditional doctor and 2 elderly men during an operation where 2 minors were rescued minutes before they were subjected to the retrogressive cultural rites.
The 2 chiefs from Saikiri and also Nura sublocations within Kajiado County were arrested alongside a traditional doctor during an operation by police where the rite was supposed to take place. Every chief, with the help of armed police officers, raided the home in the wee hours of the morning despite resistance from the villagers.
Tuliweza kustaki manaibu wa chifu wawili kwa sababu ya kuhusika na kuozwa kwa watoto wadogo katika sehemu zao za kazi, na tulisema ya kwamba hawa wataenda kotini na pia tutawafuta kazi kwa sababu wamesembea kwa kazi yao na pia kuturudisha nyuma.
The 2 girls were rescued with the traditional circumciser armed with her tool of trade, while the 2 men who were said to be waiting to marry the minors were taken into police custody.
Alikuwa anashirikiana na wale watu ambao wanauza pombe haramu, na hata ubaya zaidi ni kwamba aliweza kuingilia wale officers wanakada na askari ambao walienda kushika watu na kupikana na wao, eti anajaribu kusaidia wenzake, marafiki zake wasishikwe.
The girls' parents managed to evade the police dragnet. According to reports, the 2 sub-chiefs have been abating and colluding with parents to carry out in secrecy early child marriages and FGM, despite the 2 vices being outlawed.
Assistant chiefs decided to attend an illegal marriage ceremony of a class 2 girl who was being married by a 58-year-old man as a 5th wife.
The 2 are expected to be arraigned in court today on charges of abducting their duties, while the 3 other culprits are being held at Namanga police station awaiting to be arraigned in court. Kajiado County Commissioner David Kipkemei, who condemned both incidents, is issuing a warning to administrators who will be found abetting FGM and early marriages. Kipkemei, who attributed the upsurge of the cases to the ongoing heavy downpour, says most school-going girls are at home, providing an opportunity for some parents to practice the vice.
Kweli kuna machifu wetu wengine wamesembea kwa kazi, lakini ninatoa tahadhari kwamba kama wewe ni chifu ama wewe ni naibu wa chifu, kama kutapatikana watoto ambao wanaozwa katika sehemu yako ama kutoshwa tohara, wewe utaenda nyumbani, tutafute wale ambao wanaweza kufanya hiyo kazi.
Linus Moshigadi for Channel 1 News.
Now, an improved water system has been commissioned in Wote, ending the water crisis that has been created by floods in the town. The project, undertaken by the Kenya Red Cross Society, is designed to produce 1.2 million liters of water per day. Meanwhile, parents to Kukian Primary School in Narok County are appealing for support in building the learning institution after it was marooned by floods.
Residents of Wote in Makueni County can now breathe a sigh of relief following the commissioning of a new water system, bringing to an end water crisis that had affected nearly 98% of households in the town, made worse by the recent floods.
Mafuriko ilikuwa mingi, tulikuwa hii kaiti ilikuwa imejaa, tulikuwa tunahangaika maji na maji ya mvua, watu wengine hawakunywi. Sasa hii tukatirisha hata mvua ikinyesha tunaweza enda hapo kwa tap tuchote maji.
Locals had been left to fetch water miles away after Kamunyulo Dam, the only source of water supply to the area and its environs, was swept away by floods.
The important thing here is in this day and age, 54 years of independence, every Kenyan should have basic, clean water that also both in quality and in quantity. We know many of our population, almost 50% of our population countrywide, are still drinking raw water, but also insufficient in quantity.
We need to move away from this night and we need to go to this day to take now proper water and to connect the waters, because there are some people in the town who still insist on buying untreated water. So we urge that we are going to enforce the connection of all facilities with the pipeline so that they can access proper water.
Meanwhile, in Narok, parents of Kikuyan Primary School are appealing to the county government to support them in rebuilding the learning institution after it was hit by flash floods. The school, which accommodates 300 pupils, remain closed for now.
Hapa tujaona chochote akitembea pahali hapa. Na pia tuna maboma 14 ambayo imesama pale tu, ambayo ukitasama pale tuna maboma ambayo saa hii watu wamehama. Wengine wameenda kuingia boma za watu, wengine wameenda kukomboa town. Wana pali popata kulala. Sasa wako na shida kubwa sana.
In Tana River, displaced persons are appealing for increased relief food allocation. They claim some families in marooned areas cannot access relief food and have been left on their own.
Mtu wa Kameni atoke hapa aende paka Gariseni about 30 kilometers akapate huo msaada. Yule maskini, mimi pengine ninaweza kupata pikipiki kanipeleka, na yule maskini, yule ambaye ameathirika kabisa, hana kitu, yule mzee atafika vipi kule kwa ule msaada? Na hata huo msaada gunia 8 kwa familia 200, ndugu yangu, hiyo ni msaada gani?
Irene Mchuma Odim, The Lunchtime News.
All right, now Devolution Principal Secretary Nelson Marwa has put on notice chief executive officers in charge of regional corporations accused of overseeing mismanagement of public resources. Marwa says the government will deal firmly with graft and mismanagement in public bodies that continue to gobble taxes and deliver below the expectations of Kenyans.
The Principal Secretary, who was in Kuria presiding over government functions, accused regional corporations of failing in the principal duties of delivering quality services to Kenyans, while at the same time drawing money from the exchequer. Marwa says most of the regional corporations have been poorly managed, with property owned by the corporations underutilized, while joblessness among the youth continued to hit an all-time high.
Irrigation projects, iwe stepped up, isaidia wananchi huko. Walianzisha mall, you know, the big mall in Kisumu, ikafika mahali kastore. That mall has the capacity to employ over 500,000 Kenyans.
Marwa has put on notice chief executive officers in the corporations, warning that the government will crack the whip on corrupt managers.
All regional bodies, zile zinapewa pesa ya serikali, tunataka kuona wanaingilia mambo ya maendeleo. Turnover, how many jobs have they created to Kenyans?
The PS at the same time calling on investigative agencies to speed up investigations on the alleged looting at the National Youth Service and fast-track their prosecution.
We need the government to andama wale watu ambao wanavuja pesa ya NYS na pesa nyingine ambayo ingetuajiria watoto wetu hapa na kuinua maisha yetu.
With insecurity having plagued the region as a result of cattle rustling, the PS wants police to deal firmly with those orchestrating the vice and the alleged benefactors so as to restore calm in the region.
Wakivuka tu eti wanaenda huko chini Migori kuiba. Na ukikutana na wao, thank you for the good job you did the other day. Ndio, hata mimi nilikuwa natamani wale wote wangeangushwa. Wale walibaki watafutwe, tuwatafute kwa hali na mali wapatikane. Na akipatikana hivi, this a person you should deal with on the spot. Unamalizana hapo hapo.
John Jacob Curia, The Lunchtime News.
Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia Ambassador Dr. Mohammed Hayat says his government remains committed to support Kenya realize her development goals through enhanced bilateral partnerships. Speaking during an Iftar dinner attended by diplomats, political and religious leaders, Dr. Hayat said Saudi Arabia has committed to support projects aimed at empowering the youth as well as President Uhuru Kenyatta's Big Four agenda.
Muslims faithful across the world are observing the holy month of Ramadan, a period during which they bear in mind the great deeds of Allah and a season to share with their brothers and sisters.
We are grateful as the Kenyan community to come together so that we will be able to break the fast together. And the relationship between Saudi Arabia and Kenya is marvelous.
Saudi Arabia Ambassador Dr. Mohammed Hayat taking the time to organize an Iftar dinner that brought together government officials, diplomats, leaders and people from all faiths.
2 weeks ago, the Honorable Speaker Justin Maturi was in Saudi Arabia for the first time. So this is a very important visit, exchange visit, and politics is very important.
We were just, me and some team from the speaker and some group of us had visited Riyadh to see, to strengthen the relationship between Kenya and Saudi. We have met the Minister of Foreign Affairs and we talked about various issues concerning government to government.
Industrialization Cabinet Secretary Aden Mohammed, who was among those who attended the dinner, lauding the cordial relationship between Kenya and Saudi Arabia.
This is a day for everybody. Lots of ambassadors who are here, lots of government dignitaries who are here. And this is really to celebrate Ramadan and to enjoy the getting together of people of different faiths, to demonstrate how important Ramadan is and how inclusive it is by sharing a meal with people of all faiths.
We would like to take examples of their development projects which we can emulate here in Kenya, and we also appreciate that we want to encourage Saudi Arabia to send tourists also here to Kenya and to bring investment.
Partnerships between the two nations on infrastructure development and the economy attracting rare praise from those in attendance.
We will also encourage the business people to come and invest in Kenya, the investors to come in. Kenya is a very peaceful country. We've had a very excellent relationship with the Saudi government and the Kenyan government, and I would really urge them to bring in more investors to invest in the country so that we can create more jobs for our youth.
The relationship is very cordial. In the past, they have helped Kenya on numerous occasions. One outstanding issues, especially that affects also myself, as I come from a region that has helped so much, is the issue of roads in northern Kenya.
Hayat citing exchange programs as well as President Uhuru Kenyatta's Big Four agenda as some of the areas that his government will prioritize.
In the coming few months, we will have hopefully more exchange visits, and this kind of visit, it's really built the relation and strengthen the good relation, and can really support the development in both countries.
All right, to matters politics now, where Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko has defended his decision to conduct business from his Machakos rural home, claiming he feels insecure after his security was downsized. Sonko has taken issue with the downsizing of his security detail, terming the move as intimidation.
Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko has made good his threat of conducting the capital county's business at his Muma family home in Machakos County for security reasons. Sonko denied allegations that he was running away from the problems bedeviling Nairobi.
Na si makosa kiongozi akiwa na stress akikimbilia nyumbani. Niko na nyumba Nairobi, lakini kama hata kuna watu huenda ng'ambo. Juzi ndugu yangu gavana wa Mombasa amekaa ng'ambo miezi 3. Mimi nimetoka tu Nairobi hapa, ambaye ni dakika 20 kufika hapa, ni chini ya kilomita 100 kufika hapa. Hapa ni kwangu, babangu nimemzika hapa.
He took issue with the recent downsizing of his security, saying it was an act of intimidation.
Nakubali bunge la baraza langu la mawaziri walikuja hapa.
Labda tueleze mlizungumza yapi?
No, nilikuja kuwapatia challenge wafanye kazi, mimi wanachia nifanye siasa.
He threatened to petition the matter in parliament soon. Elsewhere, Kisii County Women Representative Janet Ongera has joined other voices in calling for electoral reforms in a bid to bring unity and equality to the country. Ongera faulted those criticizing the political peace pact between President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, saying it was solely for the purpose of uniting the country.
Tunataka tuwe na referendum. Tunataka watu waheshimiwe vile Wakenya wote wameheshimu ile golden handshake ya Mheshimiwa Uhuru na Mheshimiwa Raila, iheshimike na wote ili tupate usawa wa electoral reforms hapa Kenya.
Gatundu South MP Moses Kuria has in the meantime rubbished the ongoing referendum politics, saying the country does not need referendum at the moment.
This is a referendum we want. Referendum ya bus, referendum ya barabara, referendum ya sewage, referendum ya maji. Kama nyinyi mnataka ingine? Referendum utaenda kukaanga uweke kachumbari ukule. When we say that we do not want to go back to politicking, it's because if you say now there's a referendum, do you think I would be here today? Ningekuwa na nini hapa? Nikiwaletea basi.
Samson Kitavi, Lunchtime News.
We know the church, a section of religious leaders have called for the reduction of government to help reduce Kenya's bloated wedge bill. The group is proposing the reduction of constituencies from the current 200 to 150, as well as constituencies as well as counties from 47 to 16. Also proposed is the reduction of cabinet positions from 22 to 16, as well as rationalization of independent commissions.
Kenyans are overrepresented. There are 347 MPs and 67 senators with a GDP of $70.53 billion. USA has a population of about 325 million with 535 congressmen and 100 senators and a GDP of $18.75 trillion. To comply with the 1/3 gender rule, we propose that up to 75 women be nominated for the assembly from among those who have contested but are the best losers. The total number of MCS should be a maximum of 1,050 from 2,250 currently.
The Constitution provides for a cabinet of between 14 and 22 cabinet secretaries. It is our considered opinion that Kenya does not need more than 16 ministries or 16 CSEs at the moment and in the near future.
And come again when we invite you so that we can together deal with.
All right, 18 minutes past 1 p.m. here on Channel 1 Lunchtime News. Allow me to take a short breather, but don't go away, because when we come back, I shall be telling you what the ICT Cabinet Secretary had to say about the cybercrime bill that was signed by President Uhuru Kenyatta, and of course more about the Kuza Awards that KBC managed to grab some awards. All that after the short break, and business and sports later on.
Unaweza fanya nini kwa dakika 4? Na mega dola. Unaweza piga chef. Na mega dola. Kila kitu ni mega. Unaweza pika ugali. Na mega dola. Pesa hapa ni mega. Na mega. Labda unaweza fua nguo. ama unaweza tengeneza milioni 30. 4 minutes are enough to win big with Mega Dollar. Just go to Lipa na M-Pesa, select Pay Bill, enter business number 295888, enter account name KBC, deposit 10 shillings or more, enter your PIN and press OK, then choose 10 numbers from 1 to 80 and send to 29588. And you can win up to 30 million shillings every 4 minutes. Deposit, play and win with Mega Dollar. The big game for big winners.
Thursday on Road to Success.
Nothing great, I think, achieved ever comes easy. And also great things actually take time, and empires are not built in a day. It actually takes a lot of process.
It depends what idea do you have. And when you have this kind of idea, do you have the passion for this idea?
Road to Success.
Unaongea ni kama bibi yako ni Samantha.
Wewe kama mimi. Wewe hii ni koti. Ile kitu unajaribu kuongea hapa utaheshimu hii koti.
Sasa mimi nimefanya.
Nyamaza nikiongea.
So,
nimesema nyamaza.
Acha kuniongelesha.
Nyamaza. Sehemu ngapi umeenda kufanya?
Mingi sana.
Kama
mingi,
wapi
kama,
na wapi?
Mingi. Kama USA. United States of Alemo.
Wewe uliza swali tai inahusiana na
We choose to go to explore the magical beauty around you, where no one thought we would go. We have gone for coursework, only to find more adventure, discovering something unfamiliar.
Which is quacking. When you step, it's like a bouncing castle.
At times, we look back just how we got here and where we might be going. And when we think our journey has reached an end, you will be surprised it is just the beginning. Magical Scenes with Irene Muchuma Odim, Thursdays only on KBC Channel 1.
Our gallant KDF soldiers have had to leave the comfort of their homes.
It's a peculiar mission. It's not like any other mission elsewhere.
They have brothers and sisters in Al-Shabaab side.
We have international flights from Nairobi to Kismayo.
The seaport is up and running now.
Every day we get people requesting to work for the government.
All right, welcome back and thank you for keeping it Channel 1 Lunchtime News. We continue the bulletin, and Information and Communication Technology Cabinet Secretary John Musheru has defended the Computer Misuse and Cyber Crimes Law, saying it is meant to tame cyber bullies. Musheru, who was speaking at the second Kuza Awards, said the government is committed to uphold the constitutional right of its people, and the law is not targeted at a section of Kenya. Now, during the award, the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation scooped a total of 8 awards out of 19.
Now, the winner, KBC Channel 1.
It was pomp and glamour on Wednesday night as Kenya Broadcasting Corporation once again emerged the winner in the category Persons with Disability Accessibility Award in the second annual Kuza Broadcasting Awards. The awards, hosted by Communication Authority of Kenya, was launched last year as a strategy to push broadcasters to strive for quality services and compliance with regulatory standards. Speaking during the event, ICT and Innovation Cabinet Secretary Joe Musheru said the recent Computer Misuse and Cyber Crimes Act is not meant to curtail the freedom of speech, but instead protect the constitutional rights of the people.
I want to assure you that the government is committed to upholding the constitutional rights of each citizen. The Act will actually address cybercrime, cyberbullying, hacking, phishing, fake news, and other ills that are negatively impacting the journalism profession, which you dearly hold.
KBC scooped a total of 8 awards in the event, among them the Children Programming Award, First Runners-Up, and My Kenya Story Award, First Runners-Up. Meanwhile, the National Assembly ICT Committee says it's working out ways to ensure that the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation is financially independent and does not receive money from the exchequer.
The ministry is working to ensure that that particular national broadcaster is reformed. There is a report that was done by the consultants, and as soon as the CEO is in and the new board is in, we believe KBC is going to help us to ensure the broadcasting part of the media is reformed. We want KBC to make money. We don't want to give KBC money through the exchequer. They should be able to run on its own.
The committee, which met the ICTCS Joe Musheru in Mombasa, said this will be part of the reforms it will be pushing once a new board is in place. For Channel 1 Lunchtime News, I'm Emily K. Bade.
8 awards out of 19. Thank you so much, our viewers, for ensuring that we scooped 8 awards out of 19. And of course, keep watching KBC Channel 1, because every day you make us proud while you do so. All right, now away from that, and we head straight to Lamu County, where dozens of patients suffering from varying degrees of mobility disorders have benefited from free medical care courtesy of the Lotu Foundation and Kijabe Kio Hospital. The 3-day medical camp coming amid calls on parents and guardians of children with disabilities not to hide them but avail them for treatment.
Children with disability have more often than not suffered stigma, with their guardians and parents opting to hide them from the public eye. A predicament that Lotu Foundation Head of Group Customer Experience Maureen Anduro says has seen many deserving cases miss out on treatment.
Where we come together and offer specialized orthopedic treatment for children who have been affected by cerebral palsy, spinal cord disorders or disabilities, clubfoot, among other things. We are able to see 100 children with disabilities who are the direct beneficiaries of the Help Me Walk initiative.
Speaking at the Lamu Referral Hospital during a medical camp dubbed Help Me Walk Clinic, Anduro advised parents taking care of children living with disability to bring them out so that they can get help from the government and well-wishers.
We encourage parents who have children with these disabilities, do not keep your children in the house. Take advantage of this. You are going to get the free care that these children deserve.
The 3-day medical camp saw dozens of children from Witu, Basaba and Kiunga access free medical care at the Lamu Referral Hospital.